This is Ralph Irvin in Spalding Field, where the UCLA football team has just wrapped up final preparations in advance of Saturday afternoon's homecoming matchup with Arizona. We begin our game preview on offense with new starting quarterback Richard Brehaut and running back Johnathan Franklin.
They have, a great defense. I think they're ranked, up in, the top three in a lot of, statistical categories in the Pac-10. And, they got a great defensive line. They got great skill players. So we're just going to have to, go out there and, execute. And we can't have, little mistakes. We can't have penalties. We can't have turnovers. We just got to play, a clean game and just play within ourselves.
They have great defensive line. They have two great defensive ends, who flies to the balls, who's pretty much hard to block. They have a great defense. They swarm to the ball fast, very athletic, and we have to game plan against them and find out weaknesses, and ways to get through them.
I really want to focus on taking care of the football this week. Last week I had 3 turnovers. I can't quarterback this team and expect for us to come out victorious if I'm turning the ball over. So I definitely want to take better care of the football.
Our game started today. It doesn't start on Saturday, so we just get in the game mode today, just getting ready for the game, being consistent, just having fun. Rather than just being a job, just being something we do. Just playing a game of football rather than working.
Kevin, helped me tremendously, in both games, just, from the little things of, bringing me and getting away from maybe a coach, one of the coaches that are yelling at me, or just, making me, keeping me calm. He did a great job for me, and, I owe, everything to him for that. And, it's going to be tough, not having him there on Saturday, but, it's going to have to, we're just going to have to move on and, keep our heads up and keep fighting because, I'm the quarterback day in and day out, and this is something that I have to, take over and really take a leadership role now that, Kevin's gone.
On defense, the Bruins are looking to bounce back from their performance against Oregon. Here's UCLA's defensive captains, Rahim and Akeem Ayers.
Great offense. They're up there with Oregon, man, off the playmakers they have. They have a great receiver core, great offensive line, 2 great quarterbacks, good running backs. So our hands is full, man. And it's going to be a big test for us to see how bad we want to win as a team. And it's a good chance for us to showcase our talent and give our fans the football they deserve.
Even with new quarterback stepping in, they're still haven't lost a beat. So they're just they're good at what they do. They've been they run the ball good and they pass the ball good. So it's gonna be on us to come out ready to play.
Start faster than our opponent, fly around, and just play with some emotion and play like we got a chip on our shoulder. Have some rage out there on that field. The next man, any man that's near us or in a different color jersey, like Ray Lewis say, just knock them out. And if we do that like we've done before and be consistent with it each and every down, every snap, then the sky's the limit for us. And, guys like me and Akeem and our other guys are big-time playmakers. We got to make plays. We got to study more. And also, when we get on the field, we got to, showcase our talent and just have fun.
We're going to have to play, disciplined football and just fly to the ball. So just, play discipline, fly to the ball, be where you're supposed to be, when the play's called.
Once again, UCLA hosts Arizona Saturday afternoon at 12:30 at the Rose Bowl. Of course, the best news and notes on UCLA football, as well as the most complete post-game coverage. You get it all right here. Bruin TV, the UCLABruins.com.